Welcome to the cinema of the damned. Released in 2014, Creep is a proud member of the found footage genre. It deals with unsettling nature of humanity's loneliness. This movie popped up on my Netflix feed quite frequently, but I never gave it much of a chance, and now I'm wondering, what the hell was I thinking? Because this movie is fantastic. The film centers around a young videographer named Aaron. He is hired by the mysterious Joseph, played by Mark Duplass, to film him throughout his day. It doesn't take long for things to become strange and unsettling, and Joseph is anything but what he seems. The performance given by Mark Duplass throughout this movie is incredible. It's one of the most subtly powerful villain performances I've encountered. You simultaneously feel sorry for him, are terrified of him, and at the same time, you kind of want to be his friend. You kind of like this guy. He's one of those characters you never know what he's going to do, or if you can believe anything he tells you. It gives him this unsettling performance, and I think a lot of that comes from the fact that it was all improvised. Almost every line of dialogue in this production was made up on the spot. That really helps to set the uncomfortable vibe. All of Aaron's reactions feel very genuine and real. Despite the low-budget nature of the film, it doesn't mean it looks bad. This is actually a very well-crafted and directed film. The shot that they use in the poster is just a mastercraft in filmmaking and is easily one of the most uncomfortable moments in the film. This movie is absolutely amazing. A solid 8.5. Creep 2 was given an extremely difficult challenge of trying to stick to what made the first movie so good, but not just making it the exact same film with a different character. And I believe that it tackles this problem expertly. This time we find Joseph, now going by the name Aaron, dealing with something of a midlife crisis. So he chooses to hire videographer and YouTuber Sarah. She has a series where she goes and answers wanted ads and sees what kind of lonely people are on the other side. She is a huge factor of what makes this film so good. Because while Aaron has very natural reactions to everything, he represents the average man, Sarah meets everything he throws at her head on, and he throws her some deep curveballs. She completely resists any attempts that Joseph makes to try to scare her. You can tell that this both irritates and fascinates Joseph, as he's finally met his match in this woman. It's like when a comedian hangs out with someone who doesn't have much of a sense of humor. They have to rely on who they truly are, but the problem is they have to question, well, who is that? That's the problem that Joseph faces here, and he's really conflicted. One of the things that makes this so good is that I honestly had no idea where the story was going. It could go so many different directions, and that can be pretty rare with a horror movie, let alone any movie at all. Would he kill her? Would she kill him? Would she become a serial killer herself? Heck, even a subtle romance was not off the table here. They have such a unique character dynamic, you couldn't help but get lost in watching it. Now the big question, was it as scary as the original? No, it definitely lacks in that area. However, is it a more interesting film? I would say yes. It's an excellent study on the serial killer mindset. I will say this film might not hold up as well on repeated viewings, but still a solid 7.5 out of 10. If you haven't checked these movies out, I highly recommend you do it.